There is an angel standing right next to your bed. God sent him to take care of you, and he is ready to act at any moment. Something big is about to happen in your life, and the next 12 hours will be decisive. If you are hearing this, it is not by chance. This message is for you. Share this video and check your third contact, because that person you spoke with recently is part of this divine sign. Write in the comments, "I receive." In just 32 minutes, an unknown number will write or call you, and it will be the confirmation that this is real. Get ready, because the victories you have been waiting for are already on their way. Do not be afraid. Trust in God. He is by your side at all times. Let the presence of this angel fill you with peace and protection. Truly believe, because what is about to arrive will surpass everything you imagined. The cards show that your life is entering a very important moment. A closing of cycles is coming, and the beginning of new ones. It's as if you are finally releasing everything that weighed you down and making space for what you truly deserve to arrive. This is a time of liberation. Maybe you have wondered why so many strange or unfair things have happened to you lately. Why people you thought cared about you have turned their backs on you. Why have so many obstacles risen in your path? The reading says that all of this had a purpose, and that the change of luck you were waiting for is now arriving. See the presence of Archangel Uriel illuminating your path and giving you clarity so you can see the truth behind every situation. Archangel Michael is also in your reading, bringing justice and protecting you from those who have tried to harm you. It is shown here that many people have wanted to block your happiness, damage your energy, your health, your projects, and even your finances. They have looked for any excuse to delay the blessings that are coming for you. But what these people don't know is that everything they sent against you is being returned to them. The spiritual world has risen in your favor and is turning all that negative energy around. Everything they tried to make you fall is failing, and you will be the one who ends up victorious. You have been patient. You have endured more than anyone could, and now the universe is rewarding you. A time is coming when you will feel the burdens disappear little by little. What used to weigh you down, what used to hurt you, will no longer have the same power over you. You will see how paths you thought were closed open up, how money you didn't expect arrives, how what seemed lost is repaired. Divine protection is around you and your family, and no plan against you can prosper. Get ready, because what is coming is big. This is the sign that your prayers were heard. You are about to live days of victory, liberation, and joy. Everything you suffered was not in vain. Now is your time to rise stronger than ever and receive the blessings that were always yours. Everything they did against you is being returned to them. Nothing turned out as they expected. Those people who tried to see you fall are now paying the consequences of their own actions. You have been surrounded by hidden energies, by people who pretended to be your friend, but in reality wanted to see you fail. That person who has been in the shadows pulling strings to harm you will soon be exposed. The truth will come to light and will not be able to hide anymore. I also see that in your close circle, whether at work or around your family, there has been someone who has tried to sabotage your peace. That energy of envy and malice has kept watching every step you take, looking for an opportunity to get you out of the way, but your process of liberation has already begun, and those traps are being disarmed one by one. All this marks the closing of a cycle. It's as if life is telling you that your time in that place, with those people, and in those circumstances is over. Now a major change is coming, a turn that will lead you toward new opportunities. People with good energy arrive, with genuine intentions to support you, to help you grow. I see that projects or ideas that weren't advancing before are now beginning to take shape. Plans that seemed stalled suddenly become unstuck, and what seemed like bad luck turns into momentum for you to advance faster. The betrayals you suffered taught you to be stronger, and to better choose the people you surround yourself with. Very soon, you will feel life pushing you toward something new. It could be a change of job, a business that starts to prosper, or a new partnership that brings you stability and growth. The negative energy that surrounded you dissolves, and with it goes the feeling of stagnation and failure. Get ready, because this is the moment when everything aligns in your favor. The people who betrayed you will be left behind, and those who truly add to your life will stay with you. The liberation you were waiting for is already here, and the path clears so you can move forward with strength and confidence. What used to hurt you will now give you the impulse to grow. What you experienced was not simple help or support, as it was painted to you. It was more of a trap disguised as an opportunity. That person who claimed to be by your side actually just wanted to take advantage of you. Little by little, you opened your eyes and discovered that those extended hands were not to lift you up, but to hold you back. There were promises that were not kept, pretty words that in the end only hid lies and deceit. There were people who tried to block your path in every possible way. The envy they felt for you was so strong that some even did things to stop your luck. They wanted to dim your light, change your destiny, keep the blessings that belong to you. It's as if they wanted to steal your good luck to use for their own benefit. But what they didn't expect was that you would find the strength to walk away. The day you decided to cut ties, something began to change. When you moved away from that ex-partner, from those family members who betrayed you, from those coworkers who filled you with bad vibes, the energy began to clear. It was at that moment that everything they were sending you began to bounce back at them. Now they are the ones who feel the weight of their own actions. What they tried to do to you is being returned to them with force. You, on the other hand, are beginning to feel lighter, with less burden on you. You notice that things are opening up little by little, and that opportunities are returning to you. This is a sign that you did the right thing. Walking away was not easy, cutting ties with close people, but it was necessary. Every step you took to protect your peace has brought you closer to your true mission and to the life you deserve. All that pain you went through is being transformed into strength, into learning, and into new opportunities. Now is the time to trust what is coming. What was snatched from you will be returned to you multiplied. Everything that seemed lost is coming back, but this time without the interference of those negative energies. Get ready, because this is the beginning of a time when nothing and no one can stop what is yours. Your luck is unblocked, your path opens, and blessings begin to flow to you in a way you haven't seen before. I see that you are someone with a very special light, and the universe is moving everything so that your life aligns once and for all. You are going through a profound awakening, and that makes your way of seeing the world different from others. You have always had powerful intuition, but now it is activating in a way you hadn't felt before. Inside, you already knew what steps you needed to take, but the puzzle pieces were missing to be able to move forward firmly. Now those pieces are falling into place, and the paths are beginning to open in front of you. This is a moment of great transformation. What is coming for you is abundance, stability, and liberation. The energy that previously kept you stagnant breaks, and you begin to feel like you can breathe more freely. This stage brings with it a cleansing of everything that wouldn't let you advance. Situations of debt, family problems, relationship or work conflicts begin to resolve little by little. Even those pending matters that you felt were dragging you down are finally released. The universe wants you to stop feeling pressured and limited by what others left you as a burden. If in the past there were people who caused you debt, who made you lose money, who claimed something that wasn't theirs, all of that begins to be left behind. It's as if this new energy is cutting those chains that kept you trapped in a cycle of worries at the root. What is coming for you is a stage of balance. Your internal energy aligns, your mind clears, and you begin to make decisions that lead you to a more prosperous future. I also see significant economic relief arriving, unexpected money, a new job, or a business that begins to grow. All this is the result of the cleansing you have been doing, of the strength you have had to let go of what no longer served you. This transformation is not just material, it is also spiritual. You begin to trust yourself more, your hunches, and the signs you receive. You will feel more connected to your purpose and more at peace with yourself. The feeling of being lost disappears, because now you know you are in exactly the right place and at the perfect time to receive what is yours. Prepare for this stage that is opening. It is a season where luck is on your side, and the opportunities that arrive will not escape. It is time to take advantage of this momentum, to open yourself to abundance, and to enjoy the fruit of all you have fought for. Now, your life begins to align, and the blessings start to flow without stopping. Declare out loud that you receive all the good that is coming into your life. Give thanks as if you already have it, because that energy of gratitude opens doors faster. Decree that prosperity, health, and peace enter your life today. When you say it with faith, everything moves in your favor. This is the way to accelerate the process, so that no situation, person, or negative energy can stop what is coming for you. I see that in the coming days, you will receive important news. It could be a message, a call, or an opportunity you have been waiting for a long time. All this arrives to push you forward and get you out of the stagnation you felt trapped in. Something you had planned and that seemed not to be advancing finally begins to move. It is time to take action, to set in motion those plans you had stored away. It also shows that there will be a change in your financial energy. Money begins to flow in ways you didn't expect. A late payment that arrives, a project that starts generating income, or even someone who owed you something and finally gives it to you. This week feels like a turning point where things begin to fall into place. It's true that there are people who don't want to see you advance. People who have felt envy, who have spoken ill of you, or who have tried to stop you. But your patience has been your best defense. You have endured more than anyone could. And thanks to that, everything is now beginning to turn in your favor. Everything they took from you, the peace they tried to steal, the opportunities they wanted to block, it all returns multiplied. I see that you will soon make an important decision, something that might seem risky but will lead you forward. Don't be afraid to take that step because the result will be positive. It's the type of risk that opens new doors and brings you closer to the life you deserve. While all this is happening, there will be people who get upset. Some will feel rage seeing that nothing they did worked, that they couldn't stop you, and that despite everything, you are still standing and advancing. Those reactions are just confirmation that you are doing the right thing and that your victory is inevitable. Get ready, because what is coming is big. This is your season of change, of divine justice, and of growth. What seemed impossible begins to become reality, and every day you will feel more clarity, more strength, and more confidence to follow your path. This is your sign that nothing and no one can extinguish the light you carry within. What is coming for you is a stage in which everything begins to align in your favor. You have carried a lot of envy and bad intentions around you. But now you are making the decision to leave behind everything that no longer does you good. I feel that you are going to let go of a place, an environment, or even certain people who no longer contribute anything positive to your life. It is a risky step, but necessary for your growth. It might even be a job that drained your energy or a social circle that only filled you with problems. This decision you are about to make will open the way to new opportunities. Although it may be scary at first, the result will be positive and will bring you peace. It's like closing a door that was stuck so that another one, full of light, can open. You are going to feel that you can finally breathe, that you no longer carry so much tension, and that the energy begins to flow again. You have noticed that the people who said they supported you were actually the ones doing you the most harm. There was competition, jealousy, envy, and even attempts to snatch what is yours. But they no longer have power over you. The truth was revealed, and you could see their true intentions. Now justice begins to act, and everything that was taken from you begins to return to your life. It also shows that there was someone in particular who was blocking your luck, someone who couldn't stand to see you advance. That person may even have used negative energies to try to change your destiny and stop your progress. But all that energy they sent you no longer has an effect on you. Everything they did is reversed, and now they are the ones who carry the weight of their actions. What is coming is a time of clarity and blessing. I feel that you are going to have moments of joy, a feeling that you are finally in the right place. It's as if light is entering your life again, illuminating every corner that was previously in shadow. The obstacles that used to stop you disappear, and everything begins to flow more quickly. Prepare to feel stronger and more sure of yourself. What seemed impossible begins to resolve naturally. The blessings that belong to you return to you, and the opportunities that were blocked open wide. This is the beginning of a stage where your light shines brighter than ever, and where nothing and no one can stop you. Everything they sent against you no longer has power over you. That energy broke and returned to those who sent it. Now your path is cleaner and charged with light, abundance, and new opportunities that are beginning to open up in front of you. It's as if the universe has removed all the blockages from your path so you can advance without obstacles. I feel this is the beginning of a time of fulfilled dreams. Everything they delayed for you, all the doors they tried to close, now open. What seemed impossible to achieve begins to flow naturally. The energy that used to hold you back is cut off at the root. It's a change of luck that brings you peace, prosperity, and clarity. For a long time, there were people who wanted to stop your growth. I see clearly that there were several, not just one person. Some of them even went so far as to use very heavy energies to try to control you, to stop your plans, to steal your destiny. But that stage is over. Now they are the ones facing the consequences of their actions. These people are experiencing what they tried to send you: legal problems, debts, family conflicts, illnesses, and losses. The universe is acting so that everyone receives what they have sown. This is not for you to feel resentment, but for you to see that divine justice exists, and that no one can destroy someone who is spiritually protected. This cleansing that has been done in your life will allow you to advance with more strength. You will feel lighter, as if a huge weight has been lifted off you. The opportunities arriving at this time are confirmation that your patience and faith were worth it. Very soon, you will see concrete results, improvements in your finances, clarity in your relationships, and the return of your personal energy. It will be a time when you recover what was lost, when your projects are activated, and when you have the peace of mind that no one can stop you again. It is important that you remain firm and confident. This is the moment to believe that you deserve good things, that abundance is for you, and that everything arriving is part of your reward. What seemed like a punishment was actually preparation, so that today you are ready to receive what is yours. Get ready, because what is coming is big. Life is putting you in a place where you lack nothing and where your light shines stronger than ever. This is the beginning of a stage where everything that was once stolen from you returns multiplied. What I see is very clear. There are people who cannot stand that you are still on your feet. They were sure that by now you would be defeated, on the ground, without strength or hope. Some were even already celebrating your fall, believing they had succeeded. But the universe taught them a lesson. Everything they planned to destroy you is returning to them with double the force. These people not only tried to block your prosperity, they also wanted to take valuable things from you: money, properties, opportunities, and even important relationships. Some caused separations, family conflicts, or breakups that made you suffer deeply. But now that energy is reversed and begins to return what is yours. What used to hurt you now becomes the impulse to get ahead. Those tears you shed were not in vain, because they are fertilizing the ground so that your victory will be much greater than you imagined. Everything aligns in your favor. Doors open, the path clears, and the right people begin to arrive in your life. I see that the envy they had for you was so great that they even wished the worst for you. But all that malice can no longer touch you. It's as if an invisible shield protects you. The fury they feel now is because they don't understand how you managed to get up. After all, this disarms them because they thought they had total control over your destiny. I also perceive that there is a man and a woman who were a key part of these attacks. These people now carry the weight of their actions and face harsh consequences, illnesses, losses, and situations that take away their peace. It's not a coincidence. It's divine justice at work. Every negative action they sent toward you is being returned to them. Soon you will find out something shocking about these people. It could be news that confirms that everything they did is now taking its toll on them. It won't be for you to feel vengeance, but for you to understand that life always puts everyone in their place. This is the sign that your liberation is real and that nothing can stop you now. From now on, what is coming is growth, advancement, and recovery of what was lost. What seemed like an endless battle comes to an end, and you emerge stronger, wiser, and more protected than ever. It is time to trust what is coming, leave the past behind, and focus on what you are building. Step by step, and what is approaching is a stage of peace and abundance, where you can finally live without fear, enjoying everything that is yours by right. The energy I see is very strong. Everything this woman launched at you has returned to her, and now she is the one carrying it. I see her surrounded by her own darkness, by the same spirit she invoked to harm you. It's as if everything she sent you has stuck to her life. Every spell, every attempt to change your luck is now acting against her. This person finds no peace. Everything goes wrong for her. Things fall from her hands, and her plans fall apart. If she seemed strong before, now she is weakened, tired, and trapped in her own problems. I feel she is fighting against things she can no longer control. What she wanted to do to you has become her own storm. It's possible this woman has traits that give her away: visible tattoos, a strong character, and a pride that doesn't allow her to recognize her mistakes. For some, she might even be someone close to a sibling, an ex-partner, or someone who was once in your life in an important way. What moves her is envy and the desire to see you fall. But now she is the one facing the fall. Meanwhile, you are in a time of clarity and light. It's as if the universe has put a shield around you, so that nothing can touch you. The energy you carry is so bright that it makes those who live in darkness uncomfortable. That's why they tried to put it out. But now your light shines stronger than ever. God is placing in your hands the blessings that previously seemed so distant. Everything you thought was lost returns, but it returns multiplied. This is a time for you to trust more than ever, to keep your faith intact, and not allow fear to control you again. What is opening up for you cannot be blocked by anyone. The people who criticized you, who mocked your pain, are now facing what they wished upon you. It is not revenge. It is divine justice acting. This is so you learn that you don't have to get your hands dirty, because the universe always takes care of putting everyone in their place. Your hidden enemy can no longer harm you. She is consumed by the energy she herself generated, and you, on the other hand, are protected, illuminated, and ready to move forward. Everything that seemed impossible to overcome is left behind. This is the moment to focus on what's coming, on your growth, on your happiness, and on the new stage the universe is gifting you. What I see is very clear. There is someone in your work and family environment who got too involved in your life, even in your relationship. This person, moved by jealousy and envy, wanted to undo what you were building. It wasn't something small. It was a constant attack using gossip, lies, and even heavy energies to break your peace. But none of that can continue to affect you, because the universe has already taken matters into its own hands. The energy that used to oppress you is now returning to them. The same spirits they invoked, the same works they did to block you, are now chasing them. It's as if all their evil has turned into a shadow that doesn't leave them in peace. You, on the other hand, are entering a stage of hope and renewal. I also see that for some, this may involve an older woman, someone who has had power in the family or who always sought to impose herself on you. For others, it could be a partner or someone close who participated in separating you from someone you loved. What they did was serious, manipulating situations, spreading falsehoods, trying to harm your family, even wishing for illnesses or losses. But spiritual justice is exact. That person who acted in secret is now paying for every tear they made you shed. Their houses are charged with the same energy they sent. Their altars have become a reflection of their own darkness. If they ever used your name or your photo to harm you, that very thing is now rebounding on them. What was once hidden now comes to light. Masks fall, truths are revealed, and they can no longer keep hiding. This is not just a punishment for them. It is also a liberation for you. It's as if the universe is lifting years of burdens off you that were not yours. It's even possible that in the coming days, you will hear strong news about these people. Some could get sick, lose what they valued most, or face legal consequences. Others will simply walk away from your life because they cannot stand your growth or your light, and that is important. Your light is what bothers them most. It terrifies them that you are still standing, that you smile, that you keep dreaming. They expected to see you defeated, but now they see you stronger than ever. That strength you have gained makes them afraid, because they know they cannot control you anymore. This is the time of your victory. The doors open, your path clears, and every step you take will be guided to lead you toward your purpose. You are no longer the same person they tried to destroy. Now you are stronger, more conscious, and more protected. What once seemed impossible now becomes inevitable. Your triumph is assured. What is coming for you is the definitive closing of a cycle of pain and betrayal. That woman who attacked you for so long, who used witchcraft and dark energies to try to destroy you, is paying the highest price. Divine justice is already acting in her life, and what once seemed untouchable is now collapsing. I see her sick, tired, without strength, and surrounded by the same darkness she sent toward you. She no longer has power over you. Now she is the one who feels fear, who lives tormented, and who knows deep down that everything she did to you is being returned to her. This is not a coincidence. It is the universe's response to all your tears, to everything you endured in silence. Every attempt to harm you was one more stone on her own path to ruin. Now her destiny is marked, and what awaits her is the result of her own actions. This stage marks the end of her influence on your life, and the beginning of a time where nothing and no one can stop you again. It's important you understand that your triumph will be her greatest defeat. Not because you seek revenge, but because your success, your happiness, and your light will be proof that nothing could destroy you. When you begin to shine, when your projects prosper, and when your life begins to transform, those people will see that everything they did was in vain. That will be the final blow. Seeing you flourish after everything they attempted. They also show me something very special. A new love is approaching your life. It is someone who arrives to show you that sincere people still exist, someone who brings stability and tenderness, someone who wants to commit for real. Maybe you don't expect it or can't imagine how it could arrive, but it will appear at the perfect time. This meeting will mark a before and after in your story. It won't be a fleeting love, but someone who will want to build a future with you. This new love will also be part of your healing. It will help you close wounds and regain the trust you lost. You will feel excitement again, the desire to share and to smile without fear, and that will be yet another victory against those who tried to see you destroyed and alone. Meanwhile, those who harmed you continue to face their karma. Some are in solitude, others in conflict, others sick. The same demons they sent for you now pursue them. Every spell, every negative word, every attempt to stop you has been returned to them with double the force. This is not for you to feel resentment, but for you to understand that justice always arrives, even if it's late. Now the path opens for you. Success, abundance, clarity, and new opportunities are coming. The doors that were closed are opening, the blockages dissolve, and your life begins to head toward something much better. This is your moment to rise up, to take what is yours, and to live fully. From here on, no one can put chains on your life. You are protected, illuminated, and accompanied. Every step you take will be firm, guided, and blessed. Your light not only opens paths for you, but also inspires others who watch you in silence. Your story becomes an example of faith, resilience, and victory. So keep the faith. Give thanks now for everything that is arriving, and prepare to receive. Because what is on its way is so big it will erase the memory of all the pain you lived through. What is coming for you is love, it is prosperity, and it is divine justice acting in your favor. This is the confirmation that the worst moment is behind you. Now your time to flourish, to shine, and to enjoy everything that belongs to you by right begins. Your victory is assured, and nothing and no one can stop the purpose the universe has for you. Amen.